What up guys, we're back at it with some GTA 5 and today we're doing another cheat engine video. And once again I have to apologize about the whole stiff mouth from the wisdom tooth thing because that is still a reality right now. But anyways, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to use various different cheats while still being able to acquire achievements. So if you guys didn't already know, obviously there are cheat codes within Grand Theft Auto that already exist. Now you're not going to be able to activate all of these cheats using Cheat Engine, but there are a couple cheats that you can use that are actually really useful for, I mean, just general gameplay, but also being able to get achievements very easily. So you can get invincibility, you can get max ammo, things such as that. And I'm going to be showing you guys how that's done. So first things first, we're going to be starting with ammo. You can do this with any gun, and you will have to do it on a gun by gun basis, or at least on an ammo by ammo basis. So each ammo type is going to need its own cheat. So I would just activate the cheat on whatever weapons you think you're going to be using, or whatever singular weapon you think you're going to be using the most. Probably something like a rifle or like an SMG, and then probably something like explosives and RPGs, that sort of thing. So I'll show you guys the steps to do that. So we'll take just something simple like the carbine rifle. Now you'll notice that we do have two separate ammo values, and I already tried doing it with the ammo in the clip, and it doesn't actually work with that. But what you want to do here is you want to actually add both of those numbers together. So you want to add the amount that is left in your magazine. I know I called it a clip the first time. I am sorry, gun people. But yeah, you're going to want to add that 30 to that 9167 or whatever values you have there. You're going to add those together to get your total value of how much like ammo you have all together. And that is going to be our first value that we're going to be dealing with. And so this value is going to be 9167 plus 30, which makes it 9197. Now obviously this is a cheat engine video, so if you don't already have cheat engine, you're going to need cheat engine, and you're going to click this little box here. This highlighted box, this is the process list, and you're going to select a Grand Theft Auto from the process list. And we're going to do a first scan. We're going to do 9197 because that is the value that we have. And you'll see we get 66 values, which actually isn't that bad. That's a quite reasonable amount of values. So anyways, we're just going to shoot one bullet. It doesn't actually matter like what amount of bullets you shoot as long as you are keeping track of your value. So we'll turn that 9197 into a 9196 and we'll hit next scan, and we found it right away, so that's pretty good. Now you don't actually need to change this at all. All we have to do is click this box that says active, and essentially what that will do is it will keep this value locked at whatever value it is set at. And since that is our ammo, that means that our ammo value will be locked at that, which means that we will never actually effectively run out of ammo. So you'll notice here that as we expend money from the clip, or the magazine, sorry, it just puts it back into the main ammo supply. So that's all good. We effectively have infinite ammo for this gun. We'll never run out of ammo. We do still have to reload, but you know, that is what it is. But yeah, that's essentially infinite ammo. So you'll never run out of ammo. You'll never have to worry about buying ammo or anything like that. And obviously this works for everything else too. So we can take something like the RPG. Of course, we just go back to Cheat Engine here. We're going to hit new scan, and we have 11 rockets right now. So what we'll do is we'll do first scan 11. And that one's a little bit more of a common value. So we have 330,000 results, which is pretty intense, but it should go away pretty quickly. So we'll shoot one rocket. We have 10 now, and we will input that value here. Hit next scan, and we've narrowed it down to 39. So this next one should probably end up getting it. And we'll just shoot one more rocket. That'll bring it back down to 9. Put in the new value of 9. Hit next scan, and you know, we'll do it one more time. Sometimes you get stuff like that where you have 3 of the same ones. Sometimes they are all technically the same value, which we will see here a little bit later too. But we'll go back. We'll see which one's turned to 8. Hit next scan, and there are actually 2 values. So we're actually going to bring both of these values down and lock both of them. So now when we shoot the rocket, you will notice that it stays locked at 8. But yeah, so we have infinite rockets now. We can do the same thing with like grenades, tear gas, proximity mines, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can do it with it all. And honestly, sticky bombs might be pretty crazy, because then you could just fucking plant like 100 sticky bombs and blow them all up. So that could be interesting. But we're gonna do it with grenades so we don't end up like crashing the game trying something stupid. But yeah, same exact process. We're just gonna go to Cheat Engine, hit new scan, type in 14 because we have 14 grenades. Hit first scan. Then we're just gonna drop a grenade. Call that 13 grenades now. Input the new value, next scan. We'll have to do it again because we still have 33 results. Drop another grenade. I have no clue how the cops haven't come yet, by the way. This is ridiculous. But anyways, put 12 in, next scan, and we narrowed it down to 1 value. So again, we'll just check that box to lock the value. You could set it to 25 if you want, but it's a little bit redundant since it kind of just fixes itself anyway. So anyways, that is your ammo. So I mean, obviously it's going to be the same thing for every weapon. I don't know how many times I got to show you the same thing for that one. But next we're going to do health. And this one gets a little bit more complicated, but it's not that bad. So anyways, you want to make sure you have like a known value of health at the very least. I mean, there's a couple ways to do this, but it's easier if you just have like max health to start with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Cheat Engine. We're going to do new scan. And what we're going to do is instead of exact value here, since we do not have an exact value, there are a couple things we can do here. Now you can start with an unknown initial value, but that will take kind of a while and it will load in a fuck ton of values. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a value bigger than, and we're just going to put in something like 10, because I know it's not going to be anything from 0 to 10. I actually know what it is already. It's actually like, it's a 4-byte number, of course, and it's really huge. It ends up being something like a million something 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 or 10 million, whatever it is. So it's a pretty high one. But what we're going to do is we're going to do bigger than, and we're going to do 10, and that'll just get rid of a lot of like random stuff like the zeros, ones, and twos, like really common values. So we'll do first scan bigger than 10, and you'll see here that brought 431,000 results. Now for comparison, the first time I tried to do this, I started with an unknown value and it gave me over 1 billion results, which takes a really long time for Cheat Engine to process, so you don't want to do that. But anyways, the next step, we're going to go into Grand Theft Auto again, and we are going to do something that will lose us health. So you can do something like get hit by a car, get shot by the police, anything of that sort. We're going to wait. We're going to shoot a shot so they shoot us. And we're going to wait for these guys to apparently have the worst aim that I've ever seen. Okay, so there we go. You're going to wait for the value to decrease. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click this again, and you're going to do decreased value, because we now know that whatever the value was before, it has now decreased. We're just going to hit next scan, and that narrowed it down quite a bit, but we still have over 4 million results. And as you can see here, the more results you have, the longer it kind of takes to do this, which is why you kind of want to find a way to start with less if you can. All right, so there we go. That literally took like a solid fucking minute. And again, I see some zeros and stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do value bigger than 0. Or we could do bigger than 10 again, honestly. Like anytime you see like weird numbers in here that you know aren't going to be it, like obviously it's not fucking 0. So we're just going to do that. That should narrow it down a bit. And we'll probably get shot a little bit more. So we got shot a bit more. So we can do value decreased again. And we're going to do next scan one more time. And that brought it down quite a bit. We're now at 572,000. And again, we can get rid of some of these values again and do bigger than 10. Next scan, get rid of some of those. Go back into the game. See if these guys end up shooting me again before I get over here. Okay, so they shot me again. We'll do another decrease value. And this one is a little bit tedious, so you're going to have to be okay with that. Next scan. Brought that down to 145,000 values. All right, so then what you can do is you can also grab the health packs, and you can use the health packs to recover your health. And then instead of doing decreased value, you can do increased value, which should get rid of a bunch of the ones that have just been decreasing in general. And you see we brought that down to 97,000. We're just going to pop our heads out here real quick. Get shot again a couple times. Good God, guys. You guys have the fucking shittiest aim. Anyways, we got another decrease value. Get rid of all of the clutter again. I don't know why it keeps doing that, honestly. I don't know how much stuff could possibly end up at 0. And we'll also do another thing you can do every once in a while is do unchanged value when you haven't changed anything, because a lot of these values just kind of flicker back and forth. So as you can see here, if I just keep doing unchanged value, the found values will keep decreasing pretty much almost indefinitely. There's always something that's just changing for no fucking reason, it seems, and it's pretty weird, but it just is what it is. We're probably gonna get shot a couple more times. Get the decreased value again. Do next scan. Once again, we'll get rid of some of the bigger thans or whatever. Do that again. We still have some values that are changing for no reason, so we'll go back to unchanged value, do next scan, next scan, next scan, next scan. We're always just trying to get rid of as much as we can here. All right, so All right, we got to increase value. Next scan again. Unchanged scan. That's all good. Bigger than again. That's all good. Go back into the game, get shot a couple more times. Go back to decreased value. Unchanged again. We'll do bigger than again. And then we'll go back in. Get shot a couple more times. Got decreased value. Again, unchanged value. Bigger than. Still going down. Oh boy, we're going down quick. There we go. So I believe it's these here or something. Whichever one looks like it has. Oh, here we go. It's these. It's the 11222 ones, I bet. Anyways, we're just gonna try to narrow it down anyway. So we get rid of some of those. Get rid of some of the ones that keep changing. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. So if you die, that's perfectly okay actually. The values stay the same values or whatever, but now we have more health, so we can do another increased value. Run the scan again. And you'll notice here we have a whole bunch where the first value matches the current value. I wish there was one that said matches first value or something. So we can take all of these, delete those. We know those aren't it. It will not let me delete them like that. Okay, remove selected addresses. All right, so we got these. We can remove these. Basically anything red at this point you can pretty much remove, because if it's not the same as the first value, it's not the health, because we started with max health and we're at max health right now. So gotta be careful doing this so you don't accidentally like choose something you shouldn't be choosing. We're pretty close, but not all of them are the same. I'm pretty sure it's the 6-4, not the 9-5. So we'll get rid of, well, we're not going to get rid of anything. How about that? Because we want to be damn sure that the thing we're trying to find is the thing we're trying to find. So here we got a nice car here. Just going to try to take them by surprise and get hit by the car. Took a little bit of damage there, but all we need is a little bit. We'll go back to decreased value. Wow, that really didn't get rid of any. Okay, we'll do bigger than, I guess. Next scan. And I think these all the same yet. They're not quite all the same yet, but I don't think it's these because it doesn't seem to match the others. All right, so these should all be the same at this point. Once you get to this point, it's really weird how this works. I don't know why they have 36 identical values, but essentially what's going on here is that all 36 of these values are your health value, and you have to bring all of them down. And this is a little bit crazy and tedious, but it just is what it is. And it helps to have maximum health too. It still like counts your amount of health as your, what is this guy fucking doing? Are you retarded? It still counts the max, it still counts like your maximum health as your maximum health. So if you take as much damage as you have health, then you know, you'll still die essentially, right? So it's better to have more health than less health in this situation. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna suicide to get our health back real quick. All right, so now that we have our health maxed out, we can go back into Cheat Engine and we can lock these values. Now this will lock us at 100% health, but you can actually go beyond 100% health if you manipulate these numbers right. So essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to go here, just click all the way down to here, and then double click the bottom one. And you should be able to change this to like a 2 basically. And that should give us a whole bunch of health. If it doesn't kill you, you know you did it right. Like one time I did it and it like somehow set me to like a negative health value. And so essentially every time I spawned, I instantly died. So I would die, respawn at the hospital, instantly die again, that sort of thing. Anyways, we're just going to test this by dropping a grenade. And if we live, then we successfully glitched our health. There we go. So our health is now beyond 100% because grenades are supposed to be an automatic kill, regardless of how much health and armor you have. But of course, if you have more than the maximum health, it doesn't really count. So anyways, we are effectively invincible right now, which it was a kind of long and tedious process to get here, but we are here now. And that means we can pretty much do whatever we want in this game, and we can still gain achievements even though we have invincibility, maximum ammo, all of that stuff. So you can even do the thing that you could with the normal invincibility cheat, where you can essentially blow up inside of a car, but you know, still stay in the car even though it's blown up. right? So that's super nice and handy for, like, you know, when you're flying planes and shit and you accidentally crash or whatever it is. The only thing this doesn't make you invincible from is falling from great heights. There might be a certain health value that you can set it to that'll make you invincible to falling damage, but generally speaking, you will still die if you fall from high enough, so you still have to be careful there. But as far as explosions and weapons go, you are invincible to anything and everything. You can have like 10 tanks shooting at you at once and you'll never die. So it's about as effective as you could ever want it to be, really. You can also do this with the armor. It's kind of redundant to do it with the armor if you already have maximum health like this, but you can do it with the armor just the same. It's just a little bit more complicated because you have to, like, keep buying armor over and over again to, like, reset the value or whatever. But yeah, that's it. That's how you use Cheat Engine to cheat the game while not disabling achievements for yourself. And it is also worth noting that there probably are cheat tables available online for Grand Theft Auto already. However, I do usually get kind of sketched out about downloading cheat tables. They're usually on, like, pretty weird and obscure websites. Like, it's already, like, sketchy enough trying to download Cheat Engine without getting a virus. So I usually don't really recommend that you just go out and download fucking cheat tables from random fucking websites because, well, you're just putting yourself into the same position, but honestly worse. So you kind of don't want to be doing that if you can help it. I think this video is probably going to illustrate how to use Cheat Engine enough for you to figure out most things that you might want to figure out value-wise. So yeah, I think either way this is really helpful for anybody who just wants to know how to use Cheat Engine in general, but also if you want to cheat Grand Theft Auto without disabling achievements, this is how you can do it. Okay, anyways, that's it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. It definitely helps me out. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you want to check out any more of this content or any of my other gaming content for that matter. And of course, as always, for as little as 99 cents a month, you can become a channel member, help support this channel monetarily, help me pay some bills around here, that sort of thing. But yeah, with that being said, I've been Plock the Master Gamer with some Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.